All right.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. I guess we're going to be waiting a few minutes.
Yeah.
No one's on yet, so it may take them a little bit. And if not, so you were saying that you were somewhere on the weekend where you had snow?
Actually, here and Edson. Give me a sec. I just spilled my tea.
Okay. Well, Nikki, hold on. She'll be back.
Just the sun.
Hi, Shar.
Hi. I have a
spilt tea, so we're waiting for her to clean up.
hello, everyone. Sorry for the spilled tea.
Okay, so just a few things. Welcome to tonight with Penelope and myself. We will go down the list and we will alternate between readings. If you want a card, please mention it right away. Otherwise, we are going to pull a card. We're not going to jump back and forth on readings. So we're going to start with Nikki. Okay, so I will say that when it comes to our cousins or our nieces or whatever, we're going to say hello. We're going to start maybe spend a moment. And in the background is Ashley. She is taking care of any of the guppies that show up and tell us or tell you guys, text me, I'll give you your future. Or I'll get your man back for you, because if they do, unless you want them. That one always sticks in my head for some reason.
Well, especially what if you don't have a man? I'm not currently seeing anyone. So what man are you going to get back?
No kidding. Okay, Nikki, hi, how are you? For you, I have the Two of Wands. And in this card at the bottom, it says, focus on what you want. And the Two of Wands normally is looking at situations that allow you to make choices. And by listening to your instincts, by paying attention to the inner voice, you're able to make the best choice for you. Sometimes it may not always seem like it's the best choice for you, but at the end of the day, it really is. So I'm going to say, trust your instincts, pay attention, and when you make choices, weigh the choices carefully. And congratulations on the new job. So Shar is next. I don't know if you can see the names.
No, I can't.
So Shar is next. She says, hello, D'Arcy and Penelope. So
Shar, I know that times can be difficult right now, but I drew for you the card Grace. I'm using the Cat Tarot deck, and Grace talks about moving through all of those hardships and challenges with that inner calm and grace. I read something today that made me think about you, ironically enough, and it was about having faith that what we are given isn't necessarily easy to go through, but we do not go through it alone. So love and blessings to you, hon.
All right, so next is Mr. Khan. Hello, Mr. Khan. How are things going? He did ask a little below there whether it was hot tea, and I do believe it was hot tea that she spilled.
Yes, hot tea.
So, but you didn't burn yourself, right?
No, close, but no cigar.
Okay, Mr. Khan, I have the Wheel of Fortune, and as you'll know, I like the Wheel of Fortune because you're coming above situations and you're looking down at it in such a way that you can see that what the choices you make are suited to that particular time inside of your life. And at the bottom of this, it actually says, I trust whatever the universe brings me. And I feel that you are very good normally at trusting what universe brings you. I don't actually think you sort of doubt what's being dealt to you, that you take it, you move it, and you put it into a situation that suits you better than maybe it would suit someone else. So your intuitive voice is beginning to be heard more and more, and be open to the concept that maybe spirit's knocking on your door and saying hello and seeing what you're up to. Okay, next is Kathy.
Kathy, hello. I chose for you the Sea Queen. I just want to make sure you could really see that card. And this talks about you know how cats are funny creatures. I have never known a cat to be anything but witful and smart. Use your intelligence. If you are keeping someone at arm's length in your personal life and you can't figure out why, because you sit there and you go, yeah, they have all the attributes I'm looking for, everything like that. But if you're keeping them at arm's length, listen to your inner voice, listen to the inner intelligence that we all don't listen to from time to time. Think about a cat. You know, a cat will see someone and you think, oh, this person's really friendly, and they will literally spit at that person. And that's usually because they know that their inner voice is saying, this is not the person.
Okay, so next is Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Miss Melissa, you have the Six of Pentacles. And this is normally about balancing money, but it's also about knowing when to spend money. Like sometimes we hoard money so much that when we least expect it, we get this huge bill in the mail. But this tells me that you're willing to give and receive from universe. So as you're doing that, remember to count your blessings. Remember to acknowledge what comes towards you and be grateful for it, because the more that you give as well as you receive, the better life becomes. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm also talking about help. I'm talking about family and friends. So they're just saying to acknowledge what is in front of you and what may be still coming towards you. So can you actually see the list of names?
No, I don't see the same list that you see.
Okay. So next is Shay Shay.
Hi, Shay Shay. I seem to be pulling a lot of higher cards today right off the bat for you, the Sea Queen. There's a beautiful female cat sitting by the water. This is all tranquil and blissful. This card talks about honoring your inner intuition. This is a time where what's the word I'm looking for? The veil between two worlds is shifting. It's thinning out. And this is a time when there are messages that can be heard if we're willing to listen. Also, watch out for the occasional trickster that tries to come closer to Halloween.
Okay. Next is Brandy. Hi, Brandy. You have that Knight of Pentacles. And this one talks about you deserving financial fortitude. And with this, or financial security, with this one, I think the onus is on you. That you're the person who's supposed to make that financial security happen. That you're the person who looks to your finances and you decide where to put it. And remember, I'm not a financial planner, and neither is Penelope. So if we give this kind of advice, talk to someone who knows what they're talking about. But I would say, look at your investments carefully and make sure you're putting them in the right place, because that card says you deserve financial security. Okay, so next is Kim Barley Howe. So,
hi, Kim. I hope everything's going well. This is the Tom of the Sky Tom. Sort of, if you look really, really close, this is one of these creatures, and probably a little bit like yourself, that isn't afraid to be aggressive to get what you want. Just temper that I think aggression is the wrong word. What's another word, D'Arcy, that works? Determination to achieve your goal. Remember that there's much to be said with using honey to attract as opposed to harsh words.
Or vinegar.
Yes, there you go. And to also, what's your diet this week? Off to you.
Okay. Nikki, we've already done a card for you, but at the end, if we have time, we'll have a look at your health. But next is Marie. Hi, Marie. I have for you the Ace of Wands, and it's you are inspired to follow your passion. That's what this card says. And it's about life in general, but it's also about love and work and friendships and dreams. So you are to follow your passion. It will hold you in place. And as long as you listen to yourself and the universal input around you, because I'm pretty sure you can hear spirit, you shouldn't go wrong with your passions.
And
Okay.
who's honey?
Next is Vicky.
Hi, Vicky. Hope you're having a really good day. Vicky, for you, the Chariot. I like this card. The Chariot talks not just about a journey, but about the courage to make that journey, to move forward with confidence, with grace, to be willing to explore and to be brave. And I think it's kind of cool. I don't know if you noticed, but that cat is telling 2 Dalmatians what to do.
It's a nice
Or are they Great Danes? Great Danes. So don't be intimidated by size or force. Use your skills and be ready to move forward on a journey. You've got this.
All right. So next is Catherine. Hi, Catherine. I have for you the Knight of Cups. And it says, I know that the right person waits until I'm ready. And I'm not sure if you're in a relationship or not, or whether there's something about your relationship, because this to me would be about relationships, and it would be about changing something about the relationship that suits you. But it could also be just simple old communication between 2 people and determining what you want inside your relationship. Sometimes if we don't talk out what we're looking for, we sort of we're not as happy as the outcome. So communication is going to be a big thing over the next 6 weeks to 6 months for you. Oh, sorry. Next is Gloria.
Okay. Hi, Gloria. For you, the 4 of Earth. And if you look, this cat has acquired all these really cool toys to play with, which kind of symbolizes wealth and securities, and not necessarily money, but wealth, security, and all this stuff. But here's the catch. If all you do, what? Is everything okay?
Keep talking. You froze. Go ahead. You're talking now.
If all you do is hold on to the thing, to what it is that you want to achieve, you forget to have some fun along the way. Life isn't just about working 9 to 5, pouring that cup of coffee or tea that we so desperately need. It's also about having fun. So don't forget to enjoy the journey, to enjoy having a little fun. I like your mug.
Stokes.
Is it ceramic?
No, it's tin and copper.
Sorry to interrupt, guys, but yes, just go back to the message. Enjoy, have fun. Go back and look at what you're doing and enjoy it. There's fun to be had in these simple pleasures.
Well, I think it's also really important to remember to balance life and work now, especially when work is out of our home.
Yes, for a great many of us. I'm grateful not to be in my home anymore.
So, Sarah, you ask about any health concern. Now, I'm not sure if it's you that has a tension headache going on or not, but I have 2 things going on, a little bit of a tension headache, and then I feel like either I'm not getting the proper air or I have a little, it's like if you were asthmatic and trying to get air in, but you can't get air in. So breathing, that's what I'm after. I'm going to say that if you listen to your heart and you listen to your body, you will know exactly what you need to do. If it is a tension headache, try some meditation. Worst case scenario, there's all kinds of medicine on the shelf in your bathroom that you could take. And I'm just going to say stress level, meditation at least once a day. And same idea, what Penelope said is sometimes we just have to let loose. Okay, so next is Amanda. Hi, Amanda. I hope you're doing well. That's you, Penelope.
Oh,
you're Amanda.
I'm Amanda. Amanda, pay attention to the message in this card. Balance. Balance, balance, balance. Don't try to take so many tasks on because you're Superwoman. Remember to slow down. Remember to breathe. And you know what? Remember to stand up straight and hold. My grandmother, I'm sure D'Arcy told you the story of, I think it was Grandma Grace. I can't remember. But you had to stand up straight, shoulders back, head proper, and do that. That was Grandma Beardsley. And just remember sort of like gracefulness and poise and practice your breathing, because when you're doing that simple thing, you're also opening up every part of your body and stretching it a bit. I was just reminded recently the importance of pinning my shoulders back.
It's hard.
It is very hard.
I kind of sit here doing this and I get a pain in my neck every time I do it.
So that's why I've been fidgeting a little bit. I've been practicing this, and also because I'm rowing more. And if I slouch, it hurts my shoulder blades. So do that, Amanda. It's very cleansing. And even when you're walking, take that moment and focus on your breathing, your shoulders back. It's kind of that little pause in the day balance.
Yeah. Hello, Jessica. I know I had an interesting summer, to say the least, and it is nice to be back on the show. I'm going to thank Penelope. I know you did a lot of geocaching over the summer.
Hiking, geocaching.
So
I went outside.
So, Jessica, I have the 8 of Wands, and this says to manifest opportunities around you. It's normally messages coming towards you at various levels, like intuitive messages, people talking to you on the phone through the internet sort of idea. So there are some messages coming, but they're also saying that it's up to you to manifest what you would like inside of your life. The more you concentrate or meditate on what you're looking for, the sooner it gets there. It just might not be there tomorrow, but it's definitely coming towards you. So make a list of things that you would like to see inside your life and work at one a day and see what you can manifest. Because keeping in mind with The Secret, that one of the things they forget is, yes, you meditate and look to what you want, but you're also the person responsible to put that wheel in motion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jeannie says, hi, ladies. Cards for me and her partner, I guess, Brandon. Life is feeling sucky right now. So I'll leave both of those to you. So,
okay,
Jeannie,
first for Jeannie, or maybe it's for Brandon. We're just going to do it for both of you. Walk away from the chaos. See all that chaos? Be the one that can walk away. Be the one that says, I've had enough of the chaos. We bring chaos to us, right? Because we see it, we want to get involved. And the moment we're in chaos, we attract more chaos because we think in our infinite wisdom that we've got a control on this situation. We can handle the chaos. Walk away. There's enough in your lives right now, darlings, that you don't need chaos. Calm is not such a bad thing. And that's spoken by a woman who is usually collecting chaos, as I gather. And the second card I chose for you guys is the Tower. Again, walk away, let it go. Everything seems like it's unsettled. Everything seems like it's falling down. Let it fall down. Let it be unsettled. The beauty is, once everything comes crashing down, or whatever it is, the metaphoric fire, it's done.
It burns. Fire, it burns.
And then you're done. It's cathartic being able to pick out through the ashes and go, no, I don't want this. No, I don't want this. Or, gee, I didn't even know I had this. I'll keep this. So roll with the punches, walk away from collecting chaos. And I can almost hear one of the two of you saying, oh, I don't collect chaos. And yet I see you in the middle of all this chaos going, bring it on, world. I can do it. Don't. Trust me. Sisters of Fate. They love it when people ask for chaos.
Maybe it's not so much chaos, but diversion.
It's the same thing.
Well, it's no, not really. Okay. Liam. And I just like to point out to everyone, I have been outside in the summer. If you look at Penelope and I have been outside. I do have a tan. You just can't see it.
And in all honesty, if it wasn't for the fact that I take 5 photosensitive cardiac meds, I probably would be as pale as my sister. But the beauty of photosensitivity is I suntanned and burned through this all summer.
Yeah.
But I look like I've had color because I actually was out quite a bit. I think all told, someday I was averaging close to anywhere from 14 to 20,000 steps a day.
Wow.
In between working.
Nice. Well,
black cat on my shoulder.
Okay.
Who's next?
Liam, I have for you the Queen of Pentacles, and it says here, I have everything I need to prosper. So to me, that bag, that magician's bag that I like to think of with all the paraphernalia in it, the information, the textbooks, the garden tools, whatever it is you need. The wife, you have everything you need to prosper there in life. But the thing is that you got to believe it. And I think a lot of us have that same problem about not believing we're good enough to get farther ahead. So I'm going to say, hold on to the belief, because you have the ability to accomplish anything in life. It's not even the drive you lack, because you have the drive. It's just, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it's the directional force where they're not paying attention to the messages, but everything is there. So just keep looking. Okay. So next is Rochelle. That's
Rochelle?
Rochelle.
Hi, darling. The card that came up for you is the Fire Kitten. Now, this one always makes me smile because my black and white tuxedo, Jester, who is currently wandering around here with a cone of shame because he has a cyst on his back end, he is that cat. If I don't watch him, he will go up to the flame and pop his paw in it. But in this case, what this symbolizes is sort of like Jester. He's not afraid to get burned, to find out something or to move forward on something. And the Fire Kitten says, you will achieve what you want, but don't be so afraid of moving forward. It's sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy if you're afraid to move forward and yet the opportunity is there. So move forward. I mean, you'll get a little burn, maybe singed. Little water, little aloe vera, Noxema, wrap it up, move forward.
Yeah. Okay, so Erica is next. And Erica, you have the Tower. And this is about free falling and trusting your instincts. Think of a cat, I finally figured out what they mean by cats have 9 lives. They live, they die, they live, they die. So there's 9 lives, but it's not all in one life, it's separate lives. And on their 9th life, they actually get to come back. So as a person, anyways, the Tower for you, Erica, is learn to surrender and know how to go forward. Again, this is about trusting your instincts. Even as a medium psychic, I have a hard time sometimes trusting what I hear, because it's like, prove it to me. But now I have asked them, touch wood here, that they don't hurt me in the process. So I really feel that you have, like many people here tonight, the ability to get what you're after inside of life, but you have to believe in it. And you also have to take time, maybe do a little research to figure out what you need to get you there. So it's like any job. You look at a job, you look at the description, and then you convert your resume to reflect the skills that they're looking for inside the resume. And maybe that's what I'm talking about. Maybe there's some sort of resume or job that you're looking for, and you need to read the resume like any good recipe and follow the directions.
That's not what I actually thought I heard you say, but that's fine.
That's okay. I thought Ashley said something to me tonight, but I thought she said I was glue.
Just a second. Bailey! I feel like they're chewing something in the bedroom that shouldn't be chewed. Who's next?
Just one second. Amanda said mentioned about you balancing, and she said you must have been picking up on yesterday's yoga. She's learning how to do the side plank, and she's not very good at it. Oh, bravo! If you can get up there, I can't even get up and stay. So she says she has to work on it, and I know she'll get her balance. Okay, next is Renina, Reina.
Okay, well, that's mine?
Yeah.
Hi, Renita. First, in regards to yoga, I am always amazed that people can do yoga. I, for one, do not find yoga calming. I find it frustrating. I can't shut my mind off because I keep thinking, why in God's name do they call these things such ridiculous names? I have never seen a dog walk like that. But anyways, more power to the people who do it and get some peace. For you, Renina, the card that came out is the priest. Now, there's two things when I look at this card that I want to say to you. First, the priest symbolizes being in touch with that inner peace of yours and symbolizes having knowledge. And I believe you have knowledge. I just don't necessarily, it doesn't feel like you know how to take that knowledge and impart it to someone else because you think you might not be worthy. So I'm just going to give you a quick 2-second example. I've got the timer on, sis. I have a young friend. He's Indigenous, and he sees spirit. He's 16 years old, and he sees spirit. And he goes to a very popular Calgary high school with lots of people, and he gets picked on a lot about it. So he reached out to me and said, "What do you think about this?" And I thought, how brave, because he has that courage to believe in himself, to believe that his wisdom and his knowledge is worth speaking. You need to practice that. I was teasing about the timer. I just didn't want to get long-winded here like I usually do.
Okay. Welcome to everyone who has said thank you. And Holly is next, and she says, "Hi, ladies. Do you face any messages for me from my spirit guide or angel?" Really feeling someone, I think, is here with me, seeing shadows. Holly, I would say it's like a mother image, is what it feels like. I don't feel any threat attached to it. I do feel there is a family connection. So mother, grandma, aunt, great grandma. I'm actually not really hearing a message except to take time and to make sure you sleep properly. So that is basically what I'm picking up there. On this one, Penelope, do you see anything about spirit?
Do you know what? I sense someone like a man.
So maybe
pardon me?
Maybe there's two.
And I would say that you're right. It feels like a family connection. And it feels like it's someone that might have left the world a little sooner than they had planned. So light a candle, ask if they have a message. And then I think it's D'Arcy that's talked about dream writing. Is that what it is, D'Arcy, where you grab a pen and paper? You know what I'm talking about, and you just...
Yeah, it's not called dream writing. It's
You know what it is.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I can't think of it right now. It's like you're listening to spirit. You start with the automatic writing.
Okay.
In the background there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Amanda, we'll come back to your cat too towards the end. Okay. Hello, Faye. How are you?
Hi, Faye.
Faye's yours, but I'm going to add one too since she's family.
Go ahead. Do it first.
Faye, I have the sun. I am optimistic and I appreciate all I have. And I know that's true. But I feel like you need to have the sun around you. So if you don't have a sunlight or something like that for this winter that's coming up, I'm going to say make sure you have something that brings happiness and joy inside of your soul through the winter.
Faye, it's good to hear your voice. And I was thinking about you the other day because I'm being told you are procrastinating on your book. You know,
Who isn't?
what?
I said, who isn't?
I'm not writing one. I chose for you The Priest, which is about tapping into your inner magic, your inner culture, and stop procrastinating. Stop. I agree with D'Arcy. Find something to help with, I think it's called SAD or something during the winter. A lot of people aren't like myself and they don't celebrate the lessening of the sun's rays. But yeah, check into that. And just to let you know, for geocaching, I am officially up to 572 caches and 1 hide. Faye, time for you and I to meet and do caches.
Yeah. Rena said she was recommended to us by her auntie Charlene. Sends a whole lot of hearts, and you two are great watching.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, very much. Thank you. Alana, hi. What I am feeling is that you need to trust the way your life is going. It's not always black and white. It can have a little gray area here and there, that you need to trust your instincts, that things are changing for you in a profound way. But I feel by that very essence that you're expanding in life. And I don't mean girth. I don't mean your weight. I'm talking about your emotional expansion inside of life. So trust yourself, trust your instincts, but most of all, I feel like you need to make a little bit of a roadmap so you know the direction you're going in, and also to remember that you can change it as you go. Okay, so Annalisa, for you.
And I think someone mentioned that they really like the plant pots. I have 30 plants growing in my apartment as we speak, and my coworker and I think we have 25 or 30 at work now. It's all about the plants. And what was her name again? Alicia?
Annalisa.
Annalisa.
Or Annalisa. Sorry, Annalisa.
For you, the 8 of fire. Do you see what that cat's doing? It's moving. You know how cats do that really crazy thing sometimes randomly at night, and they just get that urge to move? Have you ever noticed we don't? We get that urge to move, and we talk ourselves out of it, whether it's moving to a new job, hey, I think you might be being given a job offer, or a possible move to a new location, or maybe both together, and we talk ourselves out of it, and we think we're not worthy. Just be like that cat and just sprint and move.
Yeah. So thank you, Rena. That's how you pronounce her name. Thank you, Rena, and thank you, Shar, for doing that for us. Erica, you're welcome. Tanya, life has been good for me. What about you, Penelope?
Life has been good. It's been interesting, but it has been good. Like my sister, had a phenomenal summer. I saw some amazing things, rested, tapped into spirit, did a little bit of bushwhacking, had my car ransacked. But next to that, it's been very good, and I've been blessed with good health. Same with you, D'Arcy, good health?
As far as I know, I'm still sane.
I lay no claim to sanity. I leave sanity to other people. Oh, and I've been house hunting.
Yes, she has. I can attest
for both of us.
So, well, Amanda, I'll let you know if I can ever manage that pose. At least I can touch my toes. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yes.
And I can do the upward dog, the cobra, but that planking thing is totally a different thing.
Oh, planking just about kills me.
Well, Amanda, Rena, you're welcome. And Amanda says that her senses have been very heightened this past week because of the veil thinning. I'm waiting to see or hear something laugh out loud, which I think we all are. Liam says, thank you. You're right about him not knowing the direction to go. And then we have Jessica. Hi, Jessica. I hope everything is going well for you. And I have the devil. And it says, don't allow anything to hold you back. Trust and go forward. Be open to change and celebrate the change as it comes towards you. Embrace the idea that you're different than others and hug those you love with care. Remember, we're still in COVID. And trust in yourself. That's the biggest thing.
Cool.
Shar, Rena also mentioned it's auto writing, and Shar, you're welcome very much. So Penelope, you have Alexandra.
Hello, Alexandra.
Alexandra, who
made the comment.
Alexandra, by the way, who said that about your pots.
I love my pots. I love my plants. You should see some of the cool pots I have. I have two that our mother made. She dealt in ceramics, and they're two ceramic plant pots that are about 30 plus years old. Actually, probably close to 40 years old. And I treasure them dearly, and I use them on a regular basis. For you, the fire, the 10 of fire. I don't know if you can see that. I love these cards. See all the fire behind this cat? And it talks about how things are up in flames. And sometimes you're that person that runs into the fire who actually you should sometimes see, like this cat. You should run away from the fire, run away from the trouble. It's not that you're running away. You're just waiting for things to get calmer. And I don't know if you're anything like myself, but like we have Irish blood in us.
No, I can actually say no, she's not.
And volatile.
She can be.
And sometimes we don't wait to calm down, or we're the people who are like, here, let's fan the flames. You need to wait for things to calm down. It's okay if you walk away from the fire once in a while.
All right. So last is Lisa, and then we're going to deal with Holly's question about her health, and with Amanda's question about her cat. Okay, so Lisa, I have for you the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups for me is always things coming to fruition. Your cup runs over. You have to remember that emotionally we have to balance ourselves, but you can take each stream or each desire inside of your life, work on it one at a time.
I'm sorry.
And then move to the next one. I know my tongue got tied there. It was like, holy cow. So they're saying just take your time, and life is beginning to flow towards you. A little way that you no longer need, but the bulk of it's coming towards you. Okay, Holly wanted to know if we saw anything about her health. Okay, I would say, Holly, if there's anything that you need to look at that you should, one, be talking to a doctor, I would tell you to look towards what you are eating, and also about your back, stretching it. Those are the ones I'm picking up.
So Holly, I would like you to do me a favor. Go see your doctor. Ask for some blood tests, thyroid, diabetes, your hormone levels, especially your estrogen levels, and also ask if you can see a cardiologist, or ask to have some cardiac stress tests done. Ironically enough, I was talking to someone, Holly, the other day, and she has a problem with incontinence, and they thought it was her bladder wasn't working properly, and it turned out to have something to do with her cardiac rhythm. They fixed the problem with her cardiac rhythm. The problem with her bladder disappeared, because too often they say, oh, women, we have bladder problems, we have this from having babies, and they brush it off as we get older. But some of it, over a larger portion than we realize, has to do with cardiac care. Our heart isn't working properly. Everything's not working properly. And our hormones and our thyroid are affected by that hugely. I hope that helps.
Okay, and Amanda asked About her cat. Just a minute. Let me look again. Little Charlie Manson, nice name, had a lump in his neck. They had to do a biopsy on him Friday. We haven't gotten the lab results back yet. The doctor wasn't sure what it was that they got out of his neck, but it was located behind the neck muscles pushing against an artery. What do you feel it could have been? I don't feel cancer. That's not what I'm picking up. I don't smell it. But I sort of feel like, well, obviously a cyst, but I'm not sure what kind of cyst, if it's one that could come back or whether this is it.
It feels like a benign tumor. And
that's what I was looking for.
If Charlie Manson Jr., thought I had weird names for my cats and dogs. If he's older than 13, this is something that can be a common occurrence. Some breeds of cats develop benign cysts and benign tumors. My Puma, the little black cat that lived to be 18, she spent over 14 years of her life with a benign tumor in her ear that was inoperable.
Okay.
And this is something that happens not all the time, but is something that happens more than we realize. The cat seems fine. Just give a cat lots and lots of love. And besides, like D'Arcy says, trust me, they come back and find you.
Yeah. Rena asked a question, but first let's do Lily, our cousin. She's yours first.
Lily, I see the priestess. I know that there's been a lot of stress going on, and I'm being told there's a little bit of family trauma somewhere, but the priestess is saying surround yourself with some healing crystals, spend some time out with the moon. The full moon is, I have an app for it, but of course my phone is busy at the moment. But I would recommend finding out when the full moon is, allowing the rays of the light of the full moon to cleanse you. Even if you can't see it because it's behind cloud, go out anyways.
Okay. As you started talking, Lily had actually asked a question. She started a new life on her own. I've got granddaughter with me for now. Do you see how I'll be? And Lily, I pulled a card at the same time since your family were both doing it. And that would be a definite, hands down, best decision you did. And don't look back. Keep going forward. You're going to be fine.
Really, definitely. Remember, family trauma, you've got this. And don't move backwards. And I'm sure I speak for myself, but I have no doubt I also speak for D'Arcy. We are only a message or a phone call away.
Yep. Need a little strength. We have it. Okay, Christina, you have the strength card. It says you can deal with whatever comes your way. And to me, this means that there's positive things around you, circulating you, possibly new job or a house change or a renovation around the house is what it feels like. And I feel that you're going to do very well with it. So once again, trust your instincts. I keep saying that to everyone, but trust your instincts, because I do believe if we listen, things do run a little smoother.
Now, for Rena?
Yeah, she said, I'm wondering if Penelope knows why I have such bad anxiety attacks. Last one lasted 5 hours. Worse yet, it's draining and scary. Yes, it is.
Rena, I understand panic attacks and I understand high anxiety. I struggle with panic attacks that most people don't notice because I don't know how to physically manifest panic. And so the heart palpitations, the shortness of breath, the dizzy headaches, 2 things I'm going to recommend. First, I want you to find a worry stone or smoky quartz. I don't know if you've ever seen a worry stone. They're a cool little flat stone. D'Arcy, do you have any with the imprint for your thumb?
No, I have my own stones. I just go out and pick them up when I see them.
Yeah, so you find one that fits in your hand, and the moment you start to feel that sense, because you do. There's that, it's like a migraine. There's that pre-warning bell that you tune in and you feel it. Hold on to that crystal, rub it and breathe. The second thing is the hardest thing. I would like you to make an appointment with your family doctor, a counselor, a nurse, and walk him through the door and ask them if you can just talk. How we found out that I had PTSD started with a conversation that went, so tell me about you and your son and being a single mom. And led from there. And it helps. They give you tools. The crystals help. The stone helps. And the breathing helps. And the anxiety is from something that is so far deep inside you. It's trying to come out. And this is the only way your body can cope with it and your mind. So go speak to someone. Go get your crystals. I promise it will make all the difference in the world.
I'm going to add to that too, because journalizing will help. And it's called the butterfly technique. So you cross your arms, you put your hands here, and when you begin to feel the panic attack, you do this. And it helps bring you back, because it's taking your mind off of that actual panic. And that was given to me by a counselor, and it does help. I would say that definitely, I don't always feel medicine's the answer, but the communication, the talking. But if your doctor feels you need something, I'm going to say definitely listen to your doctor. But 5 hours is an awful long time to be going through panic. It takes a toll on your life and your body. So please make sure you go and get it looked at.
And when D'Arcy said medicine, it's not that we push medication, but I look at medication as kind of like, right now, you're that plant that I just recently repotted in a pot that's brand new and bigger than the pot it was in. And that tree that I've replanted isn't very stable right now. So I put rulers on either side of it and I tie it up till its roots have settled. That's kind of what medication is. You know, I think that medication is usually the last choice any doctor will give you if there's a way to help you deal with it in any way. And I mean, if you can't find a doctor, go see a minister.
Yeah. I mean,
start by talking.
The biggest one is to start talking. Yes, unfortunately, stress will override it. So that is where maybe sitting down, writing, a cup of tea, our famous go-to, something will help you, but the counseling would also beneficial for you as well.
And when isn't tea good for you? I mean,
yeah.
Our Granny Beardsley, broken heart, have a cup of tea. World coming to the end, have a cup of tea. Nuclear holocaust outside your door, let me make you a cup of tea.
Or your younger sister cuts off one pigtail and leaves the other. Wouldn't know who did that.
What?
I said, wouldn't know who did that.
Nope. It's just all, have a cup of tea.
Tea's great. So Amanda says that her special little, has ripped a stick out and has learned how to spit back out the antibiotics, laughed out loud. He's a handful. And Donnie gave him to her. He's a year old and he named him. Lily, honey, you're welcome. And okay. So, and Alicia would like to know, I like a man and he likes me, but is he good for me? Does he make you smile? Does he make you number one inside his life? And if he does, trust your instincts. You sort of got to date a little bit to see if he's the one for you.
Oh, you're so much more generous than I am. My first thought was no, but he'll do for now.
Yeah, but I think they need to communicate a little bit more to get to know each other before they can actually say no. I don't believe in the quick, let's pull the rug out. And in all honesty, if I thought you should, I would tell you. So, Rena, you're welcome. And Amanda says that for anyone looking, I don't know if you can order online, but Earthbound store in the States, I guess, has them. So you could look up Earthbound and for worry stones.
Yes, they are so amazing. I have several of them and have literally worn some out.
Well,
and
the
if you
sorry.
Go ahead.
The truth is, I go for a walk on the beach, and if I see a stone or something that attracts my attention, it goes into my pocket, then it goes into the car, then it comes into my purse until I don't need it anymore.
See, we don't. The stones I pick up, let's be honest, they're not really stones. They're more like miniature boulders I carry home. I have them in the bathroom. They're not decorated or anything. They're in the bedroom. They're in the closet. People have literally opened the door in the cupboard and went, Pen, that's not a rock. I said, technically it's a rock. It's made of rock. But I do, all joking aside, they really are a good idea and they're helpful.
And Amanda's posted the website down below if anyone wants to look at it. Go ahead and you can have it ordered in. But I tell you, sometimes going out there and just having that stone that says it's mine because I picked it. And Alicia says, I think Penny is right, or Penelope is right. So trust your instincts, Anna Alicia. When it comes down to it, that's the whole part of life that we all have to learn. That free will portion to make our own choices.
D'Arcy.
Yeah.
I have a quick ghost story to share from the summer, but I want you to share one first. Something ghosty and mystic.
I don't have anything to share tonight.
Okay. So really quick. Went geocaching last Tuesday and Wednesday, drove out to Cochrane, stayed at a motel that is older in time. I'm sure we've stayed at it as kids, D'Arcy, when we traveled with our dad. Bow Motor Inn in Cochrane. And it's night. We go to bed really early, and I'm with my girlfriend. She's in her own, she's got one bed. I've got one bed. Her dog is curled up beside her. My Bailey is curled up beside me. And it's about 5 o'clock in the morning when her dog leaps off their bed, jumps into my arms and wakes me up and is just trembling and whimpering in my arms, like terrified. And when I open my eyes, I swear to God, there is a man sitting at the foot of my girlfriend's bed. And I go, oh, don't worry, Valkyrie. The dog's name is Valkyrie. This person's just passing by, visiting. Well, when my girlfriend opened her eyes, she saw the man sitting at the foot of her bed, and it wasn't her husband who passed away.
Oh, someone wanted to visit, obviously.
And Valkyrie wasn't having any of it.
Yeah.
And that's because the veil is thinning.
Well, Halloween's not that far away.
No, my favorite holiday is almost here.
Yeah.
Oh, my second favorite.
So it's my favorite time, and I do not work on Halloween, just so everyone knows. There's 3 days of the year that I do not work.
Which 3?
My birthday, my daughter's birthday, and Halloween. Why invite more trouble into my house?
My birthday, Halloween, and the last day of solstice.
I'll work through solstice. I'll work on it. But it's funny because that's bad dreams, people. I can't spell. Not creams, bad dreams. I was just commenting to Amanda that I also keep rosemary under my bed to keep the bad dreams away, but I spelled creams because I wasn't looking at the keyboard. Pretty good. I thought I did okay. Vicky, you say I have to travel a lot and stay in hotels. I have to salt or I can't sleep. Yes, I can understand that. Saging a hotel room might not be right in question with the smell, because I'm certain they'll knock on the door and ask you what you're smoking. But salt does work, and normally around your bed, it keeps anything negative away.
And you can just bring some sage, some white buffalo sage, and I travel with some in my car always. It's the only thing I allow on my dashboard. I won't let you put papers, letters, newspapers, food bags, but I have 3 strands of sage that are on my car dashboard for this car. It keeps me safe while I'm traveling, and if I feel edgy where I'm going, I'll take a little piece of it and take it into the hotel motel room with me.
All right. Well, on that note, I want to thank everyone for showing up tonight. I very much appreciate it. Love the energy. And to remind you that Sean and I will be on next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. And I look forward to seeing you. And I'm always grateful that Penelope will come on the show. Okay.
And show off my latest mug?
Yeah. Show off your latest mug.
My wolf mug by Nicola Jones.
Very nice mug.
Yes, very nice. I have a matching bread and butter plate.
Nice. All right. Well, we will see you all again soon. Hope you all have a fantastic night. And yes, I do hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving, and yours is coming up, right, Amanda? So may you have a happy Thanksgiving as well.
Many blessings, everybody. May laughter, love, and light find you for the rest of the week.
And may love, joy, peace, and happiness and prosperity find you in mysterious ways. Blessed be everyone. Have a good night. And